Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. As you have already noted, we have a series of trainings that are coming out from some of the top leaders in Mialisia, quite frankly, some of the top leaders in the industry. And we're just thrilled, privileged, and honored to be able to share with you not only training topics that help you be successful in your Mialisia business, but present you with the wisdom and experience of these leaders that have been doing it for many, many, many years, and with other companies so that they really know how to do a Mialisia party, how to do it right. So today we have a treat. We're going to be doing some Hostess coaching training, which is just outstanding. As you know, the Hostess has got to be prepared and set up for success and is really the key figure in your success in your business. So today we have joining us Kathy Treble. Kathy has joined us just a few months ago. In just a short few months, has already held dozens and dozens of Mialisia successful fashion events, parties, where she is just cranking and having tons of success. And she set records last month for the most personal sales in a month. She knows what she's talking about. She knows how to book parties, and she knows how to set that fashionista, that hostess, up for success. So Kathy has been in this industry for a long, long time. She's had tons of experience. She's been doing this and knows exactly what to do to be successful. So, Kathy, thank you for joining us today, and let me turn the time over to you.
Thank you, Sean. It is a pleasure to come to you today and offer to you all the advice that I can on how to coach your hostess. I like to tell people that the very first thing that you want to realize is that the moment you get this person agreed to have a party for you or a fashion event, I am trying to use the terminology a fashion event or a showing because I think it just sounds a step above maybe. So I want you to know that once you get the person to agree with you, your hostess, that she's going to set an event date, you just now made a partnership. From that moment forward, you and her are partners. So remember that. There is no incorrect way to hold a fashion event, but I just want to share with you what works for me. The most important thing that I want you to understand is you need to be holding events and showing the jewelry, because that is what is going to work for you. It's all about showing the product and showing the jewelry and the concept. So the first thing that happens if I am holding an event and I've got my friend that has agreed to have a party for me, she is going to take my date book. Now, I prefer a month-at-a-glance calendar so that when I open to the month that she's looking at, preferably November, if we were booking a party tonight, and she would say, what's better for you, Kathy? What's better for you, Jane? Would you like a Monday night or a Thursday night? And once we narrow it down to which night she wants, then I can see that whole month at a glance. And I can see which Monday night I've got open if Monday night is what she prefers. Now, what happens next is there's always a pencil that's attached to my date book. She takes the pencil and she writes her name and her address, her email address, and her phone number on my date book. Now, what I have found that this does for me, that is a commitment. If she writes it, it's kind of like signing a contract. And I like it in pencil because we can change the date if we need to. So one of the rules of thumb is you don't write in my date book in ink. We want it in pencil, and I want her to do it. So that gets me a little bit of a commitment there, and we go from there. Okay, so next, after she has picked her date, then I am going to give her hostess packet. Now, what you choose to put in the hostess packet is entirely up to you, but I have found some clear cellophane bags that I order from my girlfriend's house. So you can Google that later or look at that on the website. And they are the Mialisia design, so I love that. It's got the same pattern on it. And then I put in there a catalog. I also put in there the DVD that the company offers, because I find that that is wonderful to show the concept. If she's got girls at the office or family members of someone who cannot attend the party, she's going to pop that DVD in, and it's very short, and it's going to show them the concept. So this is for people who cannot attend the party. I only give her one catalog because I am a person who does not want her to show the book if they're coming to the party. because I want them to see the product. Now, this is just what works for me, okay? So you're going to give her the Hostess packet. There is an order form in there, and you may have a specific type of outside order form that you use, but just basically put together your Hostess packet, what you like, and that is what you give her that night when she sets her date. The most important thing that I stress to her, and my business card, of course, is attached in there with my email address, is I need to get a guest list. Jane, in order for me to come to your home and do the showing that we've got scheduled, I do need a guest list. I prefer it back as quickly as possible, generally in 2 to 3 days, and she will get me names and addresses. The most important thing that I can stress is you've got to put invitations in the mail. A lot of people go, oh, I don't want to do that, Kathy. That's an extra cost. I can't afford to send out invitations. I can't afford not to send out invitations because I want at least 20 to 25 people that I am going to mail an invitation to. The invitation, I've been using postcards, but now that we have the new brochures the company has just released, they're like a miniature catalog. That's what I'm going to be using as my invitation. Now, here are the things I want to be sure you get about the invitations. They have to go in an envelope. You do not mail just the brochure. They're going to think it's junk mail. It's going to get thrown away. So I take the time to put whatever it is I'm mailing, even if it's a postcard, and I ordered postcard envelopes with my postcards from Vistaprint, so I will share that with you. And every single person gets that invitation. It says on it RSVP, and it says bring a friend. I highlight those two things. It's very important they RSVP, and it's very important they bring a friend. So those are two things I do extra. There are also stickers that I use on my invitations to seal my envelope shut. The name of that company is Jenny Booster, and you can get millions of stickers that say whatever you want them to say. Earn some free, bring a friend, lots of stickers, okay? When the invitations go in the mail, the hostess gets one, and then I put in there a copy of her guest list. And then I have a note that I attach in there that says, Jane, I'm very excited about our event. Please be sure and personally contact everybody the day or night before. I have found a personal call from you will get us better attendance. So they've got an invite usually 7 to 10 days before the party, and then they get a reminder call from her the day before. If they cannot attend, of course, then she can always ask if you'd be interested in seeing a piece of the jewelry. I'll be happy to share it with you. And they usually have been trained on the concept. And I can show them real quickly how to wear it as a bracelet, how to wear it as a necklace. If you're very blessed, she's ordered a piece of jewelry from the party that you met her at. She generally has that before she holds her party. Now, the reason you want to do that, she needs a piece of this product so that she can show the quality of it, the concept, and she is a miniature version of you. You've already trained her very quickly on how to wear this jewelry. Her excitement at work or wherever she goes, church, wherever it may be, is going to create excitement so that people will want to come to the party. Now, if she does not order a piece of jewelry that night, then you are going to loan her a piece. Now, this is a concept that works for me, so I tell everybody, if you've got extra coupons, 50% off or 75% off, you need duplicates of your jewelry. You need to have some of your favorite pieces, and mine, of course, would be Madison. And if she does not have a piece of VersaStyle, I loan her a piece. Now, some of you may frown at that, but again, it gets me the results that I want. So I always like to be sure that you're aware duplicates of your jewelry is going to get you sales, and she's going to be walking advertisements. So I want to be sure that you pick up on that, okay? So give her a piece of jewelry if she doesn't order a piece that night so she can use it to help get outside orders and to create excitement. Put the invitations in the mail, and then I have a highlighting system that works for me. And when I look at my calendar, I highlight in blue when I have given her her information. So if she has gotten her Hostess packet that night, and in case I book somebody over the phone, I would know that I need to mail them their packet, then I blue highlight it. And blue highlight means I know she's got all her information that she needs for the party. When I get the guest list, I yellow highlight. That means the guest list is there, and I am very happy when I see that. And then I have a third highlight, and that's pink. That means the invitations have been mailed. So when I look at my calendar, you're going to see 3 different color highlights on each party I hold. I generally don't even like to go do a party if I did not get a guest list. Now, a lot of you may say, oh, but Kathy, my people do Facebook, or my people just invite folks they work with, and I don't want to spend that money. It's about $20. That's what I generally put in a party and invitations. You're going to get 1/3 of what you invite. So if I can put 20 invites in the mail, 25, I generally can get 8 people, 10 people at the party. So if you got 8 or 10 people at a party, you've got a $500 party, usually more. At 35% commission, you made $175. Take $20 away for your invites, and I tell everybody you're still going to make $150 for 3 hours work. I put 3 hours into a party normally, and that accounts for the time I'm addressing my invites to. That's $50 an hour. If you want to get a $500 party average, invest in the fact that you're going to mail invitations, and you're going to see your party average go up. So invites is my biggest thing. If I can stress anything to you, put invitations in the mail. Do it for 3 or 4 parties. Document it and let me know if you don't see a difference in your party sales. And then if you're going to be a Facebooker, that can be a reminder. They can do that as a reminder, but the invite is going to get you better results. Okay? The next thing I do is a thank you note goes in the mail. So after she's written her name on my date book, after I've, of course, hopefully gotten the guest list, usually a day or 2 after the party I like to have the guest list, but the very next day after I met her and booked her, she gets a handwritten thank you note in the mail, and that's to thank her for setting her event with me, telling her I'm looking so forward to it. And then, of course, I put my business card in there. If she didn't get one, that's usually got all my info on it. I seal that envelope shut with a sticker that says, I am watching for your guest list. You'll love the stickers from Jenny Booster, so be sure and go online and check that out if you haven't used those before. And then I actually am anxious to get a guest list. If I don't have it a week after I have met her, then I do a call or I email her or text her and remind her that I need to get her guest list. So that just works for me, and I get great results from it. Okay, when the invitation goes out, I told you to be sure that you put it in an envelope. On the outside of the envelope, I use my return address on the corner because I want them to know I'm the designer. And a lot of people, of course, know me through years of direct sales, so I want them to be able to see my name. But I also type up and stick on every envelope, Jane Moore picked you. And that way they know it's not mail coming from Kathy Treble. They've been picked by Jane Moore, and they got to open it up and see what for. And that's for the party. So it gets their attention, and it's just another little step that I think makes a difference. And I do like to put those invites in the mail 7 to 10 days before the party, so that gives them plenty of notice, and they can plan it on their calendar. I'm going down my notes real quickly here. And then the very last thing I do is I always make sure I call my hostess the night before the party, and I would say, Jane, it's Kathy. I just want to touch base and see how things are coming for tomorrow night. And that gives me a feel of how many people she might have coming, and I can also remind her, don't forget to touch base with a lot of them and do your reminder calls, and you'll get a better response. But this is what works for me, and if you'll just take one thing from everything that I just shared with you, hopefully it will get you the better results. If you're not getting what you want from your parties, as a person said to me many years ago, and I took it as great advice, if you don't like what you're getting, change what you're given. So if you'll take that advice and try and do some of the things that I've done today, hopefully you will get the results that you want. I thank you so much for listening in, and I look forward to hearing how things are going.